Welcome to my channel, Big Speaker Talking Facts TV. Please hit that like, subscribe, share, and notification bell so that every time I come with facts, you will be notified. Anything that is discussed on this channel is for educational, entertainment, research, fair use purposes, and allegedly. Today's topic is about, do you really know what's going on in churches? And this is part 3. I'm going to do a short recap on where we left off on part 2. Part 2 of the do you really know what's going on in churches? We talked about the kids having to keep it a secret that they have been molested by, church staff members. And their parents continuing to go to the church where they were molested at or touched on or whatever. Either way, they were violated. Their parents continued to go there. And, this is just a thing that's been going on for a long time. And, they just sweep it under the rug and act like it's nothing, which is unfair to the victims. And it's unfair to the church members because it's misleading. But when you know of something, you're just as guilty as the person that did it if you didn't take any action on it, especially with a child. So that was basically what part 2 was about. Today, part 3, we're going to be talking about a pastor arrested in Texas for molesting kids. And this is a big church in Texas. And I'm sure everyone knew way before the police were involved. But as I stated before, this is what they do. They sweep this stuff under the rug and go on with church. And so I'm sure they knew, or the kids maybe said something, but maybe the child said something to the right person and they took action, which they should have. The moment a child tell you something like that, you need to pick up the phone, call their parents, and then call the police. Because it's better that the police deal with them than you deal with them. Because I'm sure if you are a parent or anyone kin to that child or love of that child, you gonna want to do something bad. And I wouldn't want no blood on my hands, but you can't say, you might not get to make it to call the police. You don't know what you're gonna do, so you might, be done what you're going to do before the police even get thought about. I can't say. But this is the way that it should go. But it don't always go as it should go in life. We all know that. And, it's just unfortunate that these kids are going to the church. Even after the pastor is arrested, there's no telling how many more people that is doing it because it's a secret. And this is just like with the Catholic Church, with the popes. It wasn't just one, it was many. And many knew about it. So I'm sure for them to continue on with church like it's nothing, it's a mo in there. And they probably shaking at the pulpit, wondering if they gonna be next. But they gonna go on and act like nothing has happened. Because they have been brainwashed. They gonna continue with these brainwashing church services. Anybody that attend a church like that, is something got to be wrong in their mind. But some people are easily convinced, and you can get in their head. And once somebody get in your head, they pretty much got you. And instead of them running after this pastor was arrested, they still stayed. And I don't get that. That's just, they're not even thinking about how the victims feel. That you continue to go to this church and this person brought home to me. They're not thinking about that. And my heart goes out to the victims, especially boys or men, because they don't get hurt like the females do. Because, it's just not manly to come out and say these things. But it doesn't matter if it's something that happened to you and it affected you. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. You can talk about it because you are a victim, and whoever did whatever they did to you should be brought to justice in the eyes of the court. But, you know, sometimes they don't make it to the court. They make it to the graveyard. And, maybe that's karma. I don't know. But you can't go around doing things like this to kids. But if you are a preacher and you won't preach about gay activities, then that's a big red flag right there. Because in order for you to preach from the Bible, you preaching as a whole. You can't take out this part as they did with the book of Enoch. You can't just do that because you got the book up there. So you can't just take that out and act like, oh, I'm not going to talk about that. No, you can't do that. But you got the whole Bible up there that you think is the whole anyway. But it's missing parts. But what you got up there is talking about the gay activities that happened and what happened for them doing so. But you refuse to talk about it. And this is, it's pastors that are celebrity pastors that is doing this as well. The celebrity pastors will not talk about gay. And do you wonder why? I do. I look at them. I'm a woman. I can see things that other people or a man might not want to see. And I don't play with myself. I face reality. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't help it if that man want to be gay. I don't got nothing against gay people. That's them. I'm not the one in their shoes. So, I love all people. But at the end of the day, if you're supposed to go with the opposite sex, then, or that's what's right, then if you go and do different, that's on you. That's not on me. But I still love you as a person. But that don't mean that I agree with what you're doing. Let's separate the two. But I want to know how you feel about pastors molesting kids and everyone still attending the church like everything's okay. And about pastors preaching from the Bible, but they will not preach about the part that's about gay activities. And this is across the board. Big celebrity preachers that you praise. Because I don't. I don't praise them, baby. They regular people. I don't praise popes and all that. I remember as a child, I thought that was God because it was in the sky. They had it lifted up and he was all covered up and it's white and it was just a big thing. I thought that was God in there. But church don't teach you what you really should know if they going to be teaching from the Bible. But y'all let me know that. Let me know how y'all feel about pastors molesting these kids and everyone continuing to go on with these brainwashed church services as nothing has happened. And preachers that refuse to preach about gay activities when it comes to the Bible. This is the Big Speaker Talking Facts TV. I want you to hit that like, subscribe, share, and notification bell. And also make sure you drop those comments and let me know how you feel about what I have went over on part 3 of Do You Really Know What's Going On in These Churches. Thank you for watching my video. Stay safe out there. And until next time, I'm out.